Hi, today I want to start a small series on NATO straps and how to modify them. I want to start this off with explaining what my best practices are in making extra holes. Especially when you have smaller wrists like mine, then you might encounter straps that are quite nice, but they are simply too long or they might lack holes for you to wear your watches properly. So, here I have an example of the latest strap I refitted with an extra hole. And as you can see, it turned out quite nicely. This is the top hole you see here. It has a little bit of excess material, but not too much. This is on the outside where the most of the excess material is, because what you always need to have in mind is that if you start from the outside towards the inside, the excess material you will have will scratch your skin, and it is not that nice. So always start from the inside and work towards the outside. So things I use for getting such a result are a clamp like this one, 2 of these Stanley knife blades. I rather use the knives I have already used and that aren't sharp anymore. A set of pliers, and of course you need a nail, preferably one that's a little bit smaller than the hole you're trying to make. And last but not least, you need a small blowtorch like this. Some people call it kitchen torches, but I know them from soldering, so that's where I get them. First, what you need to do is, of course, measure where you want to have your hole. But I think that's something you obviously can do yourself and know how to do. Then what I do is that I take a knife and I place it precisely on top of the hole you want to make. On both sides there will be one knife. I only have one knife at the moment, so I can only show you the top, but it will be the same on the other side. Then place the clamp on it. And what you have now is a kind of a rig that makes your strap more stable. If I place my hand here on the table, it's perfectly straight and you don't have creases. So if you start working with your very hot nail, then you don't see any problems. Notice where your clasp is. Now I have the clasp on the inside, so I actually need to turn it over and work from the outside, or from the inside out. So I will refit it now. Where it is, there's the hole I want to make. I will not make a new hole because this is perfectly fine. It's just to show how you can do it yourself. So now I fitted it on top of the hole. On top of the hole. Then take your pliers, take your blowtorch and really make it white hot, the nail. You really have to have a white hot nail because you don't even have to make contact with the strap itself. What you actually are trying to do is, as soon as you put it in the hole, you will see that the fabric will be melted right in front of it. And it will almost dissipate into thin air because it will be burning. And you will have some residue around the nail, but actually the hole you have made is quite clean because there is hardly any excess because it all burned away. The extra heat you generate will not make a bigger mess of your strap because you have these metal plates on top and below it, and that will take a lot of the heat that would otherwise go into the strap and provide a bigger hole than what you need. So with your white hot nail, you only tap as much as you're going to need and then pull back again. And then you let it cool, of course, and after it has cooled down, you can just take all the stuff away. And actually, the result you see here, this is from the inside, of course, where there is almost no material. This is the outside, where there's a little bit of material, but I really didn't cut it away or something. It was all clean as is afterwards. So I really like this method for, providing myself with some extra holes so I can wear my watches a little bit more snug on my wrist. Thank you and bye bye.